guys, welcome back to Powerstroke Boys. Today I want to take a couple minutes of your time and tell you about the best tuner you guys can get for your 1999 and a half to 2003 7.3 Powerstroke. Now this is a completely unbiased opinion. I'm not getting paid. This is a first-hand experience, what I've dealt with the 7.3 tuning platform, who I've been through, and why I recommend this tuner for the best for your buck. So I'll tell you about my platform to kind of give you guys some more insight on why I recommend this tuner. We're riding in now. It's a 2002 F350 extended cab short bed, four-wheel drive. It's a 7.3 automatic, obviously. Truck's been lowered. It's on a set of 20x10 wheels with some 295/65/20 tires. They're a 10-ply all-terrain. I've got a set of bags in the back, B&W gooseneck hitch. As far as gauges, we have boost, EGT, and then trans temp that I have an STT4 to monitor extra parameters. Also, I can use that as an onboard diagnostic tool. As far as transmission, we're in a stock trainee, stock converter. So we'll start with modification. So engine, we have a 38R turbo. We have a 1.0 exhaust housing. We have a welded wastegate. So I don't have a wastegate actuator, solenoid. I actually welded the actual exhaust wastegate inside the housing, welded that shut. We have a full 4-inch straight pipe to an axle dump, no muffler. We have a set of electric fans that I made for this truck, and I have videos on all this stuff. If you guys are interested, go back and check my channel out. We have a custom-made intake that I made. We have a billet thermostat housing, and the truck is currently on a stock set of injectors with a custom sump that I made. We're on a stock Bosch fuel pump. Obviously, I went ahead and replaced that. And other than that, I can get about 400 miles, 415 miles to the tank. And it's a 26-gallon tank being a short bed. So pretty good. Currently we are in a 120 race tune, and you guys can see we are averaging 21.3 miles to the gallon. There's no telling how accurate that is, but we're currently doing 63-ish miles an hour at 1800 RPMs. And we're at a light throttle. You guys can see all the parameters there. Oil temp, 208, intake temp, trans temp, 140 degrees. Also, it does have a 6.0 intercooler and a 6.0 transcooler. I forgot to mention that as well. So EGTs and transmission temp, they stay in the low. One of the best things you guys can do for the 4R100 in these trucks is put a big 6.0 transcooler, put a big one, and I also have an electric fan mounted on the front of the AC condenser. We're going into fall, so I really don't run the AC much. But let's get into the beans and the main focus of this video. So the best tuner you guys can get for the 7.3 platform is Jody Tippin's tunes from dptuner.com. Again, I'm not getting paid to say this. This is completely out of my own pocket. I paid for my tunes. This is not a sponsored video. And I have spent thousands and thousands of dollars between the 6.0s I've had, the 7.3s I've had, the 6.7s I've had, thousands and thousands of dollars and countless amount of hours tuning, talking to people. I currently have a Hydra with 6 tunes from him. We are in position number 6. I currently have number 6 as the 120 race from him. This is a PMR engine, powder metal rod bottom end. It's not a forged bottom end. And he recommended the 120 over the 140 aggressive tune that he has due to my truck not being a forged bottom end. And the thing I love, we'll start at the 120. The thing I love about his 120, especially at a light throttle, it keeps the converter locked. If you guys get into it, it'll lock the converter in second, then it'll shift in a third, then it'll shift in overdrive. This kind of drives like a tow tune. What I mean by that is you have your first gear, second gear is when Jody has the converter lock in this particular tune, third gear, then you shift into overdrive and you're good to go. Now, if you guys are cruising around at light throttle like I am, it'll go first, second, third, and it'll stay in third gear until you guys are in like a flat plateau for a while, or you guys can feel the transmission about to shift. I really like that because it doesn't lug the transmission in overdrive, especially at a light throttle around town. Keeps it in third, keeps the RPMs up, keeps oil on the main bearings, and it really just doesn't lug and everything. Doesn't create a lot of heat for the converter, also for the transmission. So I really like his 120. I've been dailying it, and it's great. Now, obviously, it can be a little bit sensitive being that aggressive of a tune. I have noticed with Jody's tunes, his tunes are a little bit sensitive if you guys are used to having sort of a heavy throttle to get into your truck to really go anywhere. With his tunes, you basically just breathe on the throttle and you're going, which is nice. The sensitivity could probably be dialed back a little bit if you guys got a hold of them. If you said, hey, it's a little bit too touchy, you guys could probably dial that back some, but I've gotten used to it. So my number 5 from Jody is his 80 daily tune. Now this is a nice tune, especially if you guys are cruising around a lot on the highway or a lot around town. This tune is not as aggressive. Obviously it's dialed back to 80 horsepower over stock. It's very manageable. EGTs are very, very manageable, especially if you guys are towing. I wouldn't recommend towing over probably, 3,000-4,000 pounds with that tune. He has designated tow tunes, which we'll get here in a minute. But the 80 daily is nice. I average around town with that right around 14-15 miles per gallon. With this 120, I'm still calculating. Obviously, I have a full tank, so I have to let you guys know in a later video on the MPG. This averages nice 300 there, guy. But his 80 daily is great. I like it. It's good power. It does shift in overdrive sooner than the 120, obviously. So it'll go, first, second, third, fourth. And then the next tune I have underneath on number 4 is the 60 daily, which I'm not too happy with. The 60 daily is almost like 20 over, it feels like, in my opinion. It's sluggish. I really have to get into it, especially going up a hill or up climbing a grade on the highway, even unloaded. The 60 daily does not work really good for at least my particular truck. It might work great in yours. As far as the 60, I'm just not satisfied with it, really. Again, that could just be my setup. And then my number 3 position, I have the 60 tow. I haven't used it yet. You guys saw I went and made a video going to Cincinnati, Ohio with the 38R towing video that I towed that big 30-foot Scarab boat all the way back from Ohio, and that was a rough trip. I mean, the roads up there, if you guys, any of my subscribers are from Ohio, comment down below and tell me crappy up there, guys. And it just kept beating us up, and I didn't have Jody's tunes at the time, which I wish I would have, but you got to do what you got to do sometimes. The 60 tow, if I remember right, I'll correct myself on the screen if I'm wrong. The 60 tow is recommended up to 10,000 pounds, 9,000 pounds, I believe it is. So again, I haven't tried that one yet, but it does, I've messed with it just driving around town. It does shift, higher than RPMs. It will rev the gears out. Obviously, it's a tow tune. It's intended to do that. But as far as that, I'll have to get some more information on the 60 tow for you. And then my number 2 position is a 1100 RPM high idle, which that's basic, if you want to warm up quicker, or if you guys have to run some accessories, jump somebody off, a winch, something like that, you guys while the truck's in park. And then my number 1 position is just a theft/dead pedal. Basically, you click into that if you guys are in a rougher demographic area, or if you guys are leaving your truck in the airport per se, you don't want someone to steal your truck, they go to start it and you try to give it some gas and it won't go anywhere. So those are the 6 custom tunes I have currently in my Hydra. If you guys know, the Hydra can hold up to 16 tunes. But other than that, I really like Jody's tunes. The 120, you guys can see, it's holding that gear shift out, and it just finally clicked into overdrive. It just went into overdrive up at 55 miles an hour. And we're doing just over 1,500 RPMs. So, and we're cruising on a flat road, not really demanding a lot of throttle. And like I said, with this 120, I'm just barely breathing on the throttle, which is nice, because I can mash it and we'll just see what it does. Because that was just over 31 PSI. It gets up and goes. And EGTs climb just on that little couple second run, only just up to 700. So it's still manageable, and it doesn't smoke out the tailpipe too bad. I wish I had another camera I could put out there, but I don't have a GoPro anymore. I have to go buy the new Hero 10. I could put one out there, and you guys can see how it downshifts in this 120 tune, which I really like. And it almost acts like a tow tune, so you guys are off the brake as much. It uses more of the transmission for kind of like an engine brake, if you will, per se. So it downshifts where all the other tunes will just stay in that gear, downshift at the lower RPM, and you guys won't really feel any engine brake. Before I let you guys go, I want to mention that Jody is the only one that does full engine and full trans tuning. What I mean by that is he doesn't just tune the engine, put a spicy tune up, and leave the stock shift parameters. No, Jody goes a step further. He does a full shift strategy. He adjusts line pressure, he adjusts when the converter locks, he adjusts the shift points. The stock converter lockup, if I remember right, it's right around 38 miles an hour. His lockup, you guys see, the 120 is doing his thing. It's downshifting again, which I love. I'm off the brake. It saves my brakes. It saves you guys money. And he does full engine, full trans tuning. That was a perfect example right there. Jody hit it on the nail with these tunes, guys. I like them. I like them a lot, and they're just powerful. And if you guys are interested in picking up a set of tunes for yourself, I got a discount code you guys can use. You guys can use the discount code Powerstroke Boys on your screen now to save 5% on your entire order. So if you guys are interested, go to www.dptuner.com or call Jody. I know I kind of rambled on, but if you guys watch the entire thing, please comment down below, tell me what you guys like about the video. If you guys have any questions more about tuning, you can ask me or give Jody a call. He'll return your call, leave him a message,
He's very big on customer service, which is really what sold me on his tunes. Obviously they're great, but really going into it, his customer service sold it to me, and that's what it's about. Especially in today's age, nobody wants to work, nobody cares about people, they don't care about customer satisfaction, but Jody, he's got it covered. So if you guys liked the video, please like, comment down below, make sure you guys subscribe, click the notification bell. As always, share with your friends and family. Make sure you guys follow me at Powerstroke Boys on Instagram. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you in the next video.